This one won't be a very exciting video. I'm just testing out different camera settings. So higher resolution, higher frame rate, but a narrower frame. You won't see as much, but then the edges won't go all bendy. So I don't know what's going to be best. But I'll look at this and see how it looks. I'm also just wanting to test how well you can hear me while I'm running, especially if it's loud like this. Also holding the camera slightly differently, which isn't quite as comfortable, but I think it might end up being more steady, so we'll see. Just trying to narrow down the settings and my camera technique so that the next park runs that I record should be a bit more stable, because the last one I did at Meadow Mill, I probably just wasn't focusing on the camera enough, but it got really pretty shaky towards the end. But hopefully this will be an improvement. I did try a video at the higher settings at home. I just set it up on the tripod and left it, mainly to check on how much battery it would use up and the storage space it would take as well. But it overheated about 18.5 minutes in, so I dropped the frame rate down. I dropped the frame rate and it still overheated after about 18.5 minutes. But I think that's because it was sitting still in a room without any airflow. Not that there's much airflow today, and it's still very hot. As it's hotter outside now than it was yesterday when I tried it in my room. But there's going to be some airflow at least. It seems to be doing the trick. So I'm sitting at about 23 minutes now, so that should be plenty long enough to record park runs I'm going to. It's both in terms of the battery life and just in terms of the thing not overheating. It does feel pretty warm to the touch, but it has been for a while. It doesn't seem to be getting any hotter than it was after I first checked about 5-10 minutes in, so that's a good sign. The plan is to be at Queen's this Saturday, the 17th, I think, of June. I haven't been there, but I've seen a few videos already and it looks like a killer. So, wish me luck. I also want to use this opportunity to check how I sound how I sound when I'm talking while running, because I've done a Baxter Park Junior Park Run video, but that was over a year ago now, and the route has changed slightly, not much. There's one section that's an anti-clockwise loop instead of a clockwise one, but it's still outdated now, so I want to redo that. And when I did it the first time, I was really trying to go at pretty fast speed, but I think when I do it again, I want to go just medium speed, take it fairly easy, and see if I can talk about the route as I go around. The last time we did it in just over 8 minutes, so even if I bump that up to 10, That's still a reasonable speed, so it's not too long a video. And that'll be plenty of time for me to chat about the route and the volunteers and so on. So I should be doing that fairly soon. I always feel a bit daft talking to a camera in public. I'm getting used to it. This is usually my gentlest run of the week. It's one of the shorter ones, and I just take it really easy. Because the day, oh, this is Tuesday. On Mondays I usually do a hard run, but even then, this one's quite gentle. Just the sweat is dripping off me. It's roasting today. Jeez. Right, I'm gonna get home, try and see how it compares to my other videos. We're 29 minutes in now. Hasn't overheated yet, and I can see the battery indicator. It's maybe about a third left, something like that, which again is plenty for what I need, so that's a good sign. Oh, I'm sweaty and gross. I'd call that a success. I got about 39 minutes recorded, didn't overheat. It took up 90% of the battery, but that's okay. That's enough for what I need. And I've usually got a spare anyway, so I think I'll be fine. So yeah, hopefully next week's run at Victoria will be better settings than recently. I find YouTube still tends to compress things. The the editing software I use rather compresses things. The raw files always have will take up more storage than the edited version, even when it's the same length, or you know, the edited version might be slightly less in total, but the difference in terms of the storage is quite significant. So even if it does compress this one down a bit and we'll lose some quality, it's got more to begin with, so it should look better. And yeah, higher frame rate as well could be interesting. So just see how it goes. Hopefully this turns out all right. And oh yeah, the different field of view as well. I've usually got it on super wide. Today was just wide, so I think it's still a decent picture that you can see. Still quite a lot, and it might sort of distort the edges a little less. So I'll look at it, see if I prefer that or not. If I'm not sure, I'll try it on Saturday again, and then you'll see how that goes.